got your sense by now, right?
Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in for Girlfriendz ChatCorner. We are in the house. I am Inga, your host, and this is
Ingrid Rachel Project.
another host. And we are in the house with Remy Pendergrass, poet extraordinaire. Hey Remy, how you doing?
How y'all doing?
Thank you. You on roll through the house? You here?
Finally.
I had to come see my people. I had to come see my people.
Cool. We got people, huh?
Always.
We appreciate it.
You know, it's so funny though. Remy and I have done a lot of work together, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we worked together on writing poetry and wine. What else we worked together on?
We worked together on a few things as far as
Rebels, Rebels downtown. Yeah,
Casino.
Casino. Yeah, we did all that stuff together. So I'm excited to get to know him a little bit more better today. So as we always do in the beginning of the show,
Icebreaker, baby.
icebreaker.
So we're gonna have a play on the arts. We're not gonna do another movie script this time. I know y'all was waiting on it, but we got you. So we're gonna exercise those poet muscles a little bit. So Inga, go ahead and give us a topic. Or
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give a topic to each one of them, and they're gonna shout out a poem. Now, as you guys know, or didn't know, Ingrid Rachel also is a poet. So they're really good on top of their toes if I say out something. So I'm gonna pick something that's random, and they're gonna make a small little poem around it. How about that? All right, let's go.
boom, we going back and forth on one.
All right, so as the first one, we're gonna do Remy. First one's gonna be booty.
Yeah, you got that all your own.
Booty.
As I think about the wayside, there's nothing like a good old-fashioned backside. Anything from 36, 24, 36,
Okay.
I am in that mix. I go around and I think about it. A man's best friend is in his booty is his fix. Booty.
All right, Ingrid, she's up.
All right, it's my turn.
Okay, let me see here. Let's do Johnson.
No, we can move on into the midnight hour because all I need for baby powder is your essence, your pleasure, your Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah, come on. Come on, you was doing good. Come on.
This is not what we get paid for.
Come on, Ingrid, finish.
Okay.
Come on. Woo. Sorry. She has a moment. Hold on.
All over me, controlling me, consuming me with every thrust and bob and weave that you give, every joke that makes me understand why you are the man. Johnson.
Just like that.
Just like that.
It's just like that. That was a good one.
Yeah, I had to start laughing because I was going to say some stuff I ain't going to be saying. I got to pay for that.
The children watch.
So Remy, okay, I'm glad we got that icebreaker out the way. I hope you enjoyed that poem because I enjoyed both of them. And it was good. So Remy, you have done so much.
Yes.
When you guys gonna find out things you did know and didn't know about Mr. Pendergrass. So let's start first with your name. How did that name come up?
Well,
That is your stage name, right?
yes.
Okay.
As a child, I was bad, and my grandmother. I was terrible, but I was smarter than my age.
You can speak up a little bit more.
When my grandmother used to throw these parties for the family and stuff, and all my aunts and uncles and my grandfather used to come, so I used to be running around the house, and my Uncle Howard used to drink Remy Martin.
Okay, Remy Martin.
So I'm behind the couch, and it's a table right here, and I'm sneaking, sipping, taking sips. So when I grabbed the glass, his hand was grabbing the glass at the same time, and I got a butt whooping in front of everybody in the party, and they've been calling me Remy Harrison.
Really? Oh. Well, can we say your real name? What's your real name?
My real name is Andre Lavelle Davis.
Andre. Huh. You know, I call you Remy so much, I never pay attention to. You do have a Facebook page, Andre.
Yes.
I didn't realize that. So I like Remy. I think Remy is a smooth thing. I like calling you Remy. Now you poet,
Yes.
actor.
Yes.
You own your own your business, planning company.
Not anymore.
Well,
I am in the business.
but you are a
not-
business owner. Was a business owner.
Yes.
You was a painting company he owns, and then you also a startup author. You've been writing lately.
Yes, I've been writing for a long time. Actually, I've been writing since I was like 21.
Oh wow!
I just never had the goal to publish it. So now that I have my stage fright out of the way, not say stage fright, I had a stage fright for performing, but it was weird because I used to be in the marching band in high school.
Okay.
So, and when I got into my poetry, my writing and stuff, and I let somebody read it, and they was like, man, you should publish this. So,
So your writing's only on poetry, or is it just about all kinds of different things?
I wrote 9 books of poetry, 2 urban novels, and a cookbook.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a passion for cooking.
So what's your favorite dish you said to make? What kind of?
I like Jamaican cuisine, island cuisine.
Okay, like what?
What's your specialty?
I make a mean jerk chicken, rice, and peas.
Your chicken man.
Okay, I thought I was hoping you was gonna say curry goat.
I can make that as well. That's nothing.
Okay, so you have a cookbook, so you get in the kitchen, you try different meals and
The
things like that.
cookbook is called The Microwave versus the Stove because I have a bunch of recipes that can be made in the microwave, and
Okay.
I have a bunch of recipes that can be made on the stove, and I compare them.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about you. So what makes Remy Remy? What makes you tick as far as like your acting and your poetry? What makes you happy? What do you like doing?
I have a passion for the arts. My dad was in plays. He was an actor.
Okay.
My father did urban plays back in the 80s. And
Anything we know?
no, it was just local.
Okay.
You know, local urban plays at the Arts Consortium downtown. And I kind of like following in his footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a passion that I have. I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it.
With that comes, like as artists, we feel things and we see things different. We perceive things differently. What would you say? And sometimes when we go through things, we get writer's block. So what would you say, for a profound moment in your life where it kind of altered your entire perspective and changed your art?
I went to prison.
Okay.
I did 10 years in federal prison for armed bank robbery, possession of a firearm, and aiding and abetting.
Wow.
I was a young knucklehead at 25, and I went to prison as a child. Had to grow up quick.
So you went to prison at 25? Uh-huh.
I came home at 36.
At 36 years old.
Yes.
And what was that experience like, to realize you did something you did it, the armed robbery thing?
Yes.
So what was going through your head at the time when you planned out to do it? What was going through your head? Like, I get this money, or what was it? Friends?
I was in a far gone place where I didn't consider consequence.
Mm-hmm.
So it was about the rush of it, and the money was so good and it was so easy. But
You talk a little.
it was a time in my life where I was just completely lost.
Right.
Getting kicked out of school, falling out with my parents, and I moved to another city. I was in the streets, and when I went to prison, I had to grow up quick.
Okay.
Because no matter how much support that you have when you're in prison, you're still alone.
Oh yeah, I bet so. Yeah.
So
Because life keeps moving.
Yes.
Well, you're locked up.
Yes.
Life is
Yes.
moving.
I came home and it felt like that. It fast forward like it was a time machine.
Right.
Because I missed the most critical years of technology.
Oh, the startup.
From 2002 to 2011.
Oh yeah.
Drastic change in technology. It was the fastest change in technology in history.
So what was your first thing you looked at? You're like, what the hell is that? What was the first thing you looked at?
I'll never forget this story. I came home and I'm sitting up here looking at this and I'm thinking it's a phone. And I'm trying to talk to it and my family is laughing at me. It was an iPod. So my 4-year-old little cousin walked at me like, that's not a phone, that's an iPod, stupid. My family bust out laughing. But I started crying because
you didn't know what it was.
I was embarrassed that I'm not adjusted to time, to society.
Right.
And my mom seen the look on my face and it was like, yo, stop laughing.
Just stop laughing at it.
Because I was serious. I was like, yo, what is
Time went
this?
past and you were like, where the hell did time go to?
I'm looking at a cell phone like, how do you turn this on? What is this?
Man.
They were still
what about
talking.
TV? When you seen TV, what was that like? Because I know that, from the 2002, you said?
Yes.
And when you went into jail, that's totally different from 2011.
Right. Well, we had TV in there.
Oh, so you had that.
I was in federal prison, so we had a little bit more amenities than other facilities and stuff. So, we had TV, but the first time I came home and I seen a 60-inch flat screen TV, I was like,
damn.
Right. What is that, a brother?
I'm looking at it like, this thing. Wow. Yeah, that amazed me.
And can we talk a little bit about the prison when you were in prison? What was that like? Is it like when we see on TV? Is it just like that? How they always fighting on yards and things like that?
I've seen a lot of people die over nothing.
Wow.
I've seen a man die over a honey bun. I've seen a man die over a chair.
So it is like that, like
It's
TV.
a respect level.
Wow.
And once you go across the Mississippi, it gets extra political because it's race wars now. It's gang related.
Within the prison walls.
Right. You got Mexicans with Mexicans, whites with whites, Crips, Bloods, Muslims, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans.
Segregated.
You have this whole melting pot of gumbo of people at each other's throats because they're not going home anytime soon. So the slightest thing will tick them off. You know what I mean? And that was a very humbling experience. It taught me to survive off of nothing.
Wow.
So.
And speaking forward, because Remy is a great actor. I mean, if you ever seen him act, you can see that you can put everything in your acting. It's like you just switch off a light and you're somebody else different.
Exactly.
So fast forward, you was in a YouTube series that was really great. You checked it out. Give the name of your series.
I co-starred in a YouTube series called The Lounge.
Incredible.
The Lounge web series. It was directed by Tamako Bobo. Shout out to the Bobo family, Darius Bobo. Savannah She Speaks.
Yeah, she was in there.
Kim Doo-Wop Bolden.
Oh yeah.
And Laura Wise.
Yeah, all them. It was amazing. Now, who was your co-star that was your girlfriend that had the extra girlfriend?
My co-star was
She was giving away. Well, they gotta watch it. You guys gotta watch it. It's so good. I mean, you would not think that a web series would be really good. When I was watching, you're like this the whole entire time looking at what's going on, and it's a huge twist in the whole. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm telling the story, y'all. But you guys get a chance. The Lounge. Check it out. YouTube. It's some really great people in that series. It's 3 of them, right? How many is it?
It's 4 episodes.
4 episodes.
You can catch it on cincysoul.com, on YouTube, and it's a great web series. And shout out to Ebony J from 101.5.
Ebony!
That was my co-star girlfriend.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That was, and this sex scene that they did, I was like, oh my god.
She didn't bring it out. So speaking of
I
that,
know, it was good. I loved it.
how was it adjusting to, because when you went in, you said you were 25 when you went in, so dating game was different, and all of that. How difficult was it to transition into dating? Now did your sex drive change, or were you just like
She would get down to it. Did your sex drive change?
I'm just saying, you talking about the sex.
Well, he said any questions, so I guess we can ask him anything.
You made me talk about Johnson's. Shoot.
You're right. I did.
My sex drive probably went to the roof because after going so long, I went a whole decade without sex.
Right.
So it made
Well, not without sex. I mean, there was always a festina, wasn't it?
Same. It's not the same. That's your friend. That's not the same.
That's your
Oh, I'm
That
sure
is
you
my
did
girl.
that.
No, it's not the same as sex, though.
Festina was all, she was,
Man, listen.
Christina probably had calluses, but is it like on the pumps where they be like, it's been sitting there for 9 long years? I gotta make it like light of it now. But
Yeah, Fifi was good to me. She was nice. And, so.
and that girl lube.
Yeah.
They don't have
I'm sorry.
No, it's not
Let me
that's cool
know.
because that's part of life, though. You know what I mean? Masturbation, you know what I mean, is self-satisfaction, and it heightens the sex drive because after going so long, and I'm patient because I'm picky.
Ah, okay.
That was what I was getting at. Was it like
But
just bang, 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 bang?
No, bang, bang, bang. It was like the first time. It was like,
So speaking of that, are you attached? Are you single?
No, I am in a relationship at the moment.
Cool. Oh, she's so sweet.
Shout out to Jennifer Hartman.
I love Jennifer. She's so sweet.
He was the only one that would actually answer the dang question. You're the first to actually answer the question.
That's because you got a good
That's not
woman. That's why. A good woman. Yeah. Now, let's move a little bit forward to your career. So you did the lounge,
Yes.
and you're around Cincinnati. You've been to Atlanta with poetry and everything. So tell us about erotic poetry and wine.
Why she gotta lean at the camera when she's in that?
Erotic poetry and wine. Erotic poetry and wine
Yeah, what is that?
It's.
We have no idea what that is.
I'm going to explain it to you. Erotic poetry and wine is a showcase of sexual desire. It features poets, musicians, dancers, all people of the arts. And erotic poetry and wine is for the people that love erotic poetry and love the essence of love and sex. Erotic poetry and wine open a lot of doors for me because a lot of people saw these shows and they were epic shows in nice epic venues, and they saw these amazing poets and they was like, we did not know that this even existed in Cincinnati because spoken word poetry is not promoted like it should be.
But it's on the come up though. It's on the come up. It's on the come up. It is.
It's on the come up. A lot of movies and commercials are using spoken word poets, you know what I mean? And they're getting opportunity and acting gigs, and You have a lot of amazing talent in this city. Y'all gotta come out to the arts. Shout out to Dawn Wisdom.
Hey, buddy, bud.
Dawn!
Every Wednesday at Park Place. Please
Yes.
check her out.
Yes,
I'll be there next Wednesday. Please check her out. You have some dope poets, man. Every Wednesday, Park Place, 8 o'clock sharp.
8.
So you've done all kinds of poetry. So your life's thoughts on where the arts is going in Cincinnati. Is it getting better, you think?
It's getting better because it's starting to get recognized. People are starting to come out more. The promoters are creating a nice, sexy ambiance.
Oh, yeah.
And a grown and sexy venue in Cincinnati will always thrive.
Oh yeah.
And once you create these atmospheres where there's no violence, there's plenty of drinks, food,
Good
people,
company.
Yes, happiness.
the people, and great music,
Tequila.
you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. And when you got good poetry on the mic, I mean, you got a message to speak.
Especially you got tequila.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So how was it taking your arts to Atlantic? I know you went there a couple times to do your art.
I had went to Apache a couple times, Club Apache, for their open mic. I've gone to Columbus. I've gone to Indy. I've done some things in Detroit. So I mean, it's starting to. People are starting to recognize.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
And it's a blessing.
I think the community is getting a lot better. It used to be, I mean, it still is cliquey to a point, but it's not as bad as it once was.
Right.
And so I am starting to notice. I know we kind of talked about that before, sidebar. More of a togetherness and more of an open community. What was like the moment or the show that you felt that you feel like that it clicked, like finally it's starting to, like they starting to get it here as far as like coming together?
Brownstone.
Oh, yeah. Is that still open?
We don't do the poetry night there anymore.
Okay.
But Samena, she speaks, and Kim Doo-Wop Bolin kicked the door in for spoken word poetry in the city. Where it started thriving, people started recognizing that.
Now, Doo-Wop, she's over at Kickbacks now, isn't she?
She's not there anymore. She has a poetry slam this weekend, December 8th. Hey, check out Kim Doo-Wop Bolin, you know what I mean? At the Archville, you know what I mean, this weekend. Check her poetry slam out, you know what I mean? She's given a lot of opportunity to some dope poets, and she gave me opportunity, and I'm forever thankful for that.
Cool. Now, I know we talked about, things that you've been through, So there's one thing that we talked about before we started the show today is Remy had a lot of trauma in life coming up. Even when you came out of prison, you had a lot of trauma in life. But there's one trauma that you speak about, and you hold a flashlight to always keep his name alive. And you want to tell us about that?
January 7, 2014, my eldest son was murdered in Avondale, Hill, and Hallwood. That was a very, very dark day for me, because to talk to someone and to get another phone call a few hours later that they're gone. And it's your son. I wouldn't wish losing a child on anyone, but
right.
I pray for strength to help me deal with it. It's a pain that'll never go away.
Right. I know you speak about it online, and what do you do, to help yourself to get through it? 'Cause I know we talked about this before. Just something that you do to help you get help, and also it's something that can help other parents that been through what you've been through to get through it.
Pray.
Yeah, praying. Yeah.
I pray. I do things to keep my mind off of it, but also bask in the good times.
Right, right. Remember the good things you have with your son. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta reflect on that. There's nothing I can do about it.
No.
There's nothing I can do about it, but you know what I mean? Don't get it wrong, it hurts.
I know Cincinnati has had its trouble, trying to get the crime rate under control, especially in the area of, but it's different now from when that happened to you, but they don't change all that, the modern times of that. Those apartment complexes is down now.
Yeah,
so it's
gone.
changed.
Yeah.
It's changed. So they got some of that stuff that is done. Cincinnati has picked up the ball and has tried to do something different.
Were they able to apprehend the person who did it?
No.
Yeah, unsolved.
I like the development in the direction that Cincinnati's going because it's turning into a tourist attraction.
Yeah, the OTR off the chain.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God, OTR,
I
love it.
I love
that
it.
change was much needed.
The way I look at it, I have no sympathy about the people that's complaining about the massive takeover over there because you were warned 20 years ago that they were getting ready to do this.
Yeah, right.
You didn't buy stuff up, you didn't.
This development was already designed in 1996.
Right. Yeah.
And I love it because it's given our city beauty again.
Yeah, I love going downtown. I just love it.
beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's very, very nice. And the
beautiful.
even though I think that railroad car y'all got in the middle of the, needs to go to Dayton and come back, or Columbus and come back. I mean, that's just weird.
I
The
still have
circle-
not rode the
I
street
believe-
car.
I think it should be. It should be
It
like
should like go
travel.
The streetcar was that right there is just a test, and they're making I know they're gonna make some development
Yeah,
to
they
make
gonna
that
make
go
it.
Well,
to, because you
they're
never have
not.
to have that
They're
go to
not.
hospitals.
They're not.
you know.
Let me tell you why. We have my husband told me about this. They started a train, underground subway, decades, like 2-3 decades ago.
Yes.
That is still there.
The tunnels are there.
The tunnels are there.
All they gotta do is lay track.
Basically what she's
Well, I
saying.
think now it's outdated. It's too
Yeah.
small because the
It's
things
too
are
small.
big.
Basically what she's saying is we got a habit of starting stuff and not finishing
Not finishing
stuff.
it. Yeah. So
You know, that's
all
what-
that money
that's what
goes to
she's
that.
saying.
I am saying that.
She's saying y'all could have had a roof on y'all stadium, but y'all just got this hole under the ground. That's what
Yes.
she's saying.
Paul Brown Stadium was supposed to be a dome.
It was.
what's about?
Yes.
See, halfway.
Because it gets cold up here.
Halfway.
Ding, 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 ding.
And those seats is way up there. You can't give me sit there. In no way.
I ain't a bad seat in the house.
You.
Yeah, I mean, you
on the third level. I haven't sit there yet before.
I take a handkerchief for the nosebleed,
I mean, they have nice big screens, but I mean, it was
Yeah.
supposed to be a I mean, I don't know if it would help them win anymore or less.
There she go. There she goes. She hit the
But-
shade. The shade.
Who they?
Everybody.
Well, let's talk about. We almost finished the show. So tell us, where is the future going for Remy Pendergrass? Give me that future. Give it to me.
Tell me what you say.
I want to get into publishing my books.
Okay.
I want to brush out into more acting.
Sounds good.
I want to further my spoken word poetry career, and I want to just be consistent.
Right. Right.
I want to put my all into it now. I'm at the point where now my spoken word is keeping my lights on. So
Right.
Right. Right.
it's
That's a
either-
beautiful feeling, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's you gotta go for all or nothing because you can't part time.
No, not your future.
Yeah, it takes you 100% undivided attention, and I have to go ahead and improve my craft.
So tell us, when is the next web series coming out for the Lounge?
The next web series, season 2, will be coming in 2019.
Yes.
Shooting will be soon. Be looking out for that, but you can go see season 1. All 4 episodes is on YouTube.
On YouTube.
The Lounge website.
Find them on YouTube, The Lounge. I'm your host, Inga.
And I'm your host, Ingrid Rachel Project.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Peace.
We love you.
Let's